Right. Okay, so this is darts now. We're over in Dublin for ahead of the Premier League darts night, and we've managed to nick the dancers. So, ladies, introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are.
So I'm Sophie. And
I'm Abby.
You forgot then, didn't you?
And I'm Judy.
It's been one of them days.
Ladies, really nice to see you, and nice to see you in this lovely, lovely restaurant. It's actually Conor McGregor's place, isn't it?
It's absolutely lovely. It's really, really nice in here. The food has
the
been.
food was
I've had a nice big
amazing,
steak. It's been cooked in front of me.
Really
And,
fresh.
Yeah, really, really good.
You had some nice truffle fries that I never got.
Oh my god, they were so good. I feel bad for saying that. Soon as you...
And you're on like the biggest kids meal I've ever seen.
Yeah, I had a big kids pasta.
So listen, we want to know a little bit more about you girls, because you're not just a pretty face and can dance. Tell us all about it. How did this all start for you lot?
So I personally started 10 years ago, and then I created my company SML, and then I've continued to manage the girls from there, and it's just got bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. I mean, lockdown helped us massively with kind of profile wise. We've got massive on TikTok now and things like that. But yeah, we've continued to do it. Started with the World Championships and then do the Premier League, and then we do like little events here and there as well. And yeah, we've grown from there really.
And how many have you got now? How many girls with you?
Actively working during the Premier League, there's probably upwards of 15 or so that are in the circuit, 15 maybe upwards of that are doing the Premier League. But when it comes to the World Champs, generally a team of about 8 or so for the Worlds.
And there's one missing today, isn't there?
It is, yeah.
Tell us what happened.
Well, the M25, there was an accident. Standard for the M25, but then, Gridlock,
Yeah.
basically.
So she, how many?
6 hours to drive from near Swindon to Gatwick Airport.
And she missed the flight, and they've made her buy a new one.
Yeah,
her
hopefully
way.
she's on it.
So we don't actually know if there's another one coming today.
She's replying to messages, and now she's gone quiet. So
But that's either good or bad.
I mean, I'm taking it as a good. I'm manifesting
I'm
it.
taking
It's
it as
out
a
there.
good
It's
thing.
happening. She's
Yeah.
gonna get here. I'm manifesting it.
Now listen, this is PDC. It's been brilliant. Yeah, the Premier League kicked off with some real personalities in it. What do you reckon tonight's going to be? Because Dublin's the craziest of places. Do you like it when they all get a bit mad in the crowd?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the atmosphere's amazing when it's like
You buzz
really
off of it.
hyped. Exactly.
Yeah. We kind of feed off of it, don't
Yeah,
we?
you can always tell when there's a good crowd in.
Yeah, it does. It's like Cardiff though. Even though it was one of the smaller venues, it was wild a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Even though it was less, but then you go to like Glasgow last week, almost double the amount of people, but it's not as much of a buzz.
More reserved.
Yeah, exactly. Then they,
Reserved at the darts.
Reserved at the darts, yeah, if you can believe it.
I'm not being funny. I was in Belfast dodging pints going over my head.
we don't get involved in that,
No,
do
we don't get involved in that.
So can you actually see all the guys out there in the crowd with all their fancy dress on?
Yeah, there's so many costumes, isn't there? Like, it's always interesting to see all the different types of costumes, from traffic cones to what else are there?
Or you'll just see like a Smurf in a hedge outside. It's great.
Tell you what, if I see another Mexican's hat, I might cry. What's your favourite?
Favourite costume? Oh, that's a tricky one.
Oh my god, the ones at Christmas with the turkeys, with the legs.
Oh yeah, when they were spinning, you looked across the crowd and everyone was sat down, and all of a sudden these guys had these turkey hats, and the legs were like doing a dance, and they were going like do 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 do. Everyone was sat still. I had one where I was stood on the stage and I was looking out, and I just heard someone that I just heard there was someone going Soph in the crowd, and I was like, what's going on? And I'm stood there waiting to go, and I looked down and there was this bloke holding onto the barrier like this, really important guy that I knew from another job, dressed completely head to toe in a nun's outfit, and I've only ever seen this guy smartly dressed in a well-to-do, and he's like wow.
So pleased he's on national telly dressed as a nun.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
You know where this fancy dress came from, don't you? I'll tell you what it is. Darts never used to be at the weekend, right? And now it's on the Thursday night, the Premier League. People are obviously having a little drink. They're not going to work the next day. So if they dress up, the boss can't see them on telly. That's what it is.
Oh my god! That's super.
It's like when you go to the cricket. The last day of the cricket's on a Monday. How many sickies are taken and they're dressed up as bananas and all sorts?
Can't see him. You can't see me. Oh, I saw you dressed as a banana on my... That wasn't me. That was an easy
We
peeler.
can't hide though.
No, we can't hide.
Have you ever pulled a sickie?
Oh, yeah.
What, from the dancing on stage?
No, not from dancing, no. Oh, no, I've pulled a sickie from my muggle job, yeah. My muggle job, I've pulled a sickie. I've gone, oh, I'm really sorry. And it's normally because of work.
Yeah.
So you girls obviously do other things. What do you do?
I mainly run SML along the side of it, and I've always, like I said, my muggle job, I've always kept my foot in the door and worked behind a bar as well, just for sanity.
Okay.
I love working behind the bar as well, so I've always kept that alongside.
And what about you?
I work in a gym and currently training to be a PT. Yeah.
So you're getting fit.
Try it.
So you're the one that won't be puffing on stage, and it'll be Sophie like, oh, fucking hell.
Hopefully.
And what about you?
I also do modelling.
Who for? What have you done?
I've done a few different commercials, like done a few fashion shows.
What commercials? Come on, we want to go and have a look.
No, I'm not allowed to say.
You've done the Timotei one.
I've got one coming out soon, but I can't say yet because it's an NDA.
Go on, tell us. Which company is it for?
I'm not allowed to say.
Can we have another cocktail over here, please?
The strongest one you have.
So anyway, this year's Premier League. It's been quite eventful, and probably the winners not who we would expect. We'd have hoped that Michael Van Gerwen would have won one by now. Maybe Peter Wright. So the guys who are in there are really up in their game, aren't they? The guys like Aspinall and Dobie. Who do you reckon's going to win tonight?
I like it when the underdog wins. I always like it. I know I shouldn't say that because you're supposed to support people, but I'm supposed to be impartial. But I like it when the underdog wins, personally. So anyone that's not won any of the last three,
yeah.
I'm happy for them. I think
that would
mix
be
it up,
nice.
keep
Yeah,
it nice
that
and
would be
even.
nice.
It's too early.
Yeah.
It's too early in the tournament to have someone right out front.
Yeah.
It would ruin the format for the rest of the.
We're not that far off halfway, you know.
It's week 3. No, it's not.
It's not. It's week 4.
They're already rolling into one. It's week 4, 13 to go.
Yeah,
That's not halfway. No,
still
before
low.
Judgment Day.
Exactly.
All right, okay, all right. I'll give you that. Yeah. No, anyone really. Anyone that kind of.
Yeah.
I like it when the underdog wins. Johnny hasn't won yet, has he? No, Johnny. There we go.
We fancy Peter Wright tonight. I think Peter might just step it up because I think his missus is going to kill him if he doesn't. And but he's been very quiet, but he's been practicing hard this week, I've heard. So maybe Peter might be the one tonight.
We'll dance extra hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now listen, Michael Smith, what an absolute storm in 4 or 5 months he's had. Finally world champion, #1. You see him around the place. What's he like?
He's lovely. He's so lovely, isn't he? He's such a really, really nice. Do you know what? And as well though, most of them are.
Yeah.
Almost. I say most. And I'm not naming names, but.
Now you so have to.
Absolutely not. There's no cocktails that's going to make that happen.
2?
Maybe. He's just genuine and really, really lovely, and he deserves it. I remember when I first started, because I started 10 years ago doing this. Him coming, I've almost grown up alongside because we're not too dissimilar in age, and to see him go from youth champion all the way to get that is just brilliant. And he wanted it so much, so much. So, and no discredit to Michael Van Gerwen, but because he's done it already. Michael Smith wanted it. I feel like
Michael's very, very confident in his ability as well, isn't he? He's both Michaels, in fact.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Which one? Yeah. They're very. They're just once you won that world title, you just step into a different zone, don't you?
Yeah. Michael Van Gerwen's always got it. Go on.
Who's your favourite? Are you allowed to say who your favourites are? You so are.
My favourite.
Yes, you do. Say one.
As in, I would say favourite walk-ons.
Yeah.
Either I really like Peter Wright or Michael Van Gerwen.
Okay.
The music, like Seven Nation Army, is a good track to dance.
And what about you?
My favourite walk-on is Dimitri's walk-on.
Okay.
That's my favourite.
Happy.
Yeah.
He's crackers, you know, Dimitri.
I like to watch him dance.
He doesn't care, does he?
No.
He especially doesn't care when we're doing it 20 times over. It's like,
You girls might need to sort of take him under your wing and teach him a few moves, you know.
I've tried. We've tried. There's no helping that man.
Tell you what, he's fearless though. We went to some army barracks to meet the soldiers a few weeks ago, courtesy of John McDonald, who's a former soldier himself, and a different world. But Dimitri just doesn't care. He was the friendliest guy. He was out there dancing and having a good laugh. But it's nice to see those guys in an environment like that being normal. And most of the guys are like that, aren't they?
They are. They're incredibly down to earth, aren't they?
Yeah, and genuine.
That people don't realise that. They don't see that side of it. Find it difficult when we're out and about. People say, "Oh, what's such and such like? Oh, I don't like him. Oh, I don't like him. He's this, he's that." And I kind of get almost a bit defensive because I'm like, no, they're actually really nice. They're actually a really nice person. It's like kind of like you don't know him like I do.
Yeah.
That's kind of like it's frustrating because people don't see that side of
They're
them.
seeing them on TV once a week, and you can't judge a person by that.
No.
Well, listen, you girls have got quite a bit of a social media following on TikTok, on Instagram. You like a little bit of a dance and do a few things. But you do a lot of Q&A. You do a lot of Q&As, don't you? What are the questions you get asked over and over and over? Come on, tell us.
Go on.
Keep it clean.
It'll always be like, oh, what's your favourite walk-on? What's your favourite darts player? What else? What other ones?
What venue do you like best?
Yeah.
I did enjoy getting asked what our favourite pie filling was, though. That was good.
What is your favourite pie filling?
Personally, I like a cheese and leek and potato. Only because it's the flavour of the month.
Sounds a bit random.
I know. It's because I bought it as a surprise a couple of weeks ago. I said, surprise me, and that's what I got picked. And
Chicken, but with gravy, not white sauce.
Gravy.
Chicken with gravy.
chicken and mushroom.
Mushroom.
Chicken
I was
and
going to say
mushroom.
that. Chicken and mushroom.
Chicken and mushroom.
Gravy.
You're pie girls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I've just seen what you've eaten. You're not pie girls. Look at all these fillet steaks coming out.
I don't have them often, but when I do, I really enjoy it.
I love
Do you know
a
what
pie.
I mean? Yeah.
I love a pie. I love gravy. Sausage and mash. Sausage and
Can't
mash.
go wrong with sausage
Gravy.
and mash.
We're reading the menu now, look.
Still hungry.
Now listen, we're going to do some fun things with you now, right? And you didn't know we were going to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. Snog, marry, avoid.
Oh, God.
But not darts players. Right? So there's a big fight on this weekend. Tommy Fury is fighting Jake Paul. And of course, Mr. KSI as well has got desires on fighting the winner. So let's do Snog, marry, avoid with KSI, Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, right? One by one, you're not getting away with it. So we're going to go right to left. Snog, marry, avoid.
Wait.
Yes. Go on. I know what hers is going to be anyway.
Come on. You've got to.
I don't
Is it because you've already done that?
Jake Paul.
know who that is.
The YouTube guy.
I don't know who that is.
He's like tall with like blonde, really bad.
You don't know who Jake Paul is? Where have you been? You're hiding under a rock. Right, well, we'll go the other way. We'll go this way round. Right.
Snog KSI, marry Tommy Fury and avoid Jake Paul.
Unlucky Jake. Right. Next.
I would snog Tommy Fury, marry KSI, and avoid Jake Paul.
2-0 Jake Paul.
Well, I would avoid Jake Paul because I don't know much about him, but I would snog Tommy Fury and marry KSI.
So basically, all three of you are the same.
Yeah.
So Tommy Fury.
No, you said marry Tommy
Other
Fury.
way round.
So you two are snogging Tommy.
We're marrying KSI.
You're marrying KSI.
And you'd be the other way around.
You're marrying Tommy.
Marrying Tommy.
And you're all avoiding Jake Paul.
Yeah. We're just sharing them between us.
So not only is he going to get beat by Tommy Fury, he's going to get avoided by you three as well.
Sorry about that. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not good, is it?
It's the hair. He's got terrible hair.
He's got more money than sense, that man.
Clearly, money can't buy you decent hair.
Can't buy class, can it?
It can't. No, it can't. That's why.
We'll do the same now with you darts players. No, I'm joking. We won't. We'll get you into trouble, won't we?
Absolutely. It would be hilarious. Not that we don't. No. It'd be funny.
Now listen, next week, Exeter. Yeah? Venue you like? Come on.
It's great.
What's wrong with Exeter? Oh my God, she's dissing Exeter.
It's fun. It's nice, but it's cold.
It's freezing.
And cabin is
It's really
outside.
cold, yeah.
We get put in a little cabin
Yeah.
out the back, like outside. So we literally have to walk through the cold into cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun. And obviously mine head straight after, which we used to do after. So yeah, it's good fun.
And mine is Butlins.
Oh, Butlins.
I can't imagine you lot in Butlins.
It's so much
No,
fun.
it is fun,
But
it
that's
is
what I
fun.
like though. People couldn't imagine us there. It's good fun.
Yeah. The atmosphere is always fun.
We might do it. We might do it in November just as punters.
Just as punters.
Go in disguise.
You heard
Like you say about the fancy dress. That's what we might do as our Christmas do. We might go in as fancy dress in disguise.
see some sexy elves walking around.
Absolutely not. Like those,
Power
those
Rangers.
inflatable. Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Yes, we'll go as Power Rangers. Or
Exactly.
those.
Okay, I've got a good question for you now. You can't have Power Rangers. If you had to go to the darts, right? You'd sneaked off.
Yeah.
Right, you're going to go to the darts. What are you going to come dressed as?
Quality Street.
Quality string.
What on earth?
You're clearly coming with the one with the nuts in.
I saw a group of guys that came as Quality Street. They had all full morph suits, and they all had like a headpiece, which was each one of the suites.
Why didn't you get a picture of this?
They were right at the back. We were on stage.
This is fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. I don't know what else we could go as. I like the big inflatable costumes. I think it'd be really funny if we all went as like dinosaurs, or the big cow one.
The big dinosaurs.
The big dinosaur one. They'd be so much fun.
Oh, I've seen those. Like, I think, where were they? I think they were at the opening one. They were, but they couldn't sit down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Milton Keynes it was. It was Milton Keynes, you know, before the Premier League. And the guys, they'd come as big sumo wrestlers, and one of them was a dinosaur, and they had to deflate them every time they went to go and get a pint.
Hang on, mate.
Yeah, but do you know what they do, right? They have to hold their arms up, because the things are underneath the armpits to inflate them, so they're all standing up going like that.
Fine, we'll just stand up all day long. We're like, we'll be dancing. We'll be too busy to be sitting down. We'll be dancing. It'll be fine.
So listen, tell us the life of a dancer on darts day, right? Because it's a long old trip. You've had some flights and all that malarkey. Tell us what you have to do.
Early.
Yeah, normally we wake up quite early. It depends on if we've got to get a flight or if we're driving there. Like, depends on whether it's in England or Europe. So we'll wake up really early. Then we'll either meet each other on the way or we'll meet each other at the airport.
Unless you're on the M25.
Exactly.
Unless you're near 25 and then nobody gets left behind. But if you're stuck in standstill traffic, you get left behind.
Exactly. Then you can carry.
Oh, no, then it's just a quick flight normally because it's nice and quick. They're not too far.
Yeah.
And then, do whatever we need to do in the afternoon, like whatever media that might be, or we just chill and sleep if it's been like a disgustingly early flight. And then, over to the arena, get ready, do some filming, and then perform, and then back to the hotel. And then normally, early flight back the next morning. So it's a quick 24-hour
24 hours.
turnaround normally. We're normally back at home 36 hours later.
Yeah, before they know we've gone.
Yeah, before they've even anyone's noticed that we've left. But yeah, it's good fun.
And all your routines, do you sort of practice them before you come, or are they done sort of here?
We do them in advance of the whole tournament starting. So because it's the same 8 players every single week, we know what order they're going to be and what music and everything. So yeah, I film everything and then send it to the girls, and then they learn it behind closed doors. And then on the day we'll just touch up and make sure that it's all good, and then we're good to go.
That the life of a dancer on the darts tour. Well, listen, it's been really, really good to see you, and we've had a lovely time over here in Conor McGregor's pub. You actually got to hold the belt, didn't you?
Yeah, it looks really, really good. It's quite exciting. Really exciting. We've had a lovely afternoon. It's been really nice. Thank you for having us.
I'm eyeing that's proper 12 behind you. That's Connor's whiskey. I think we might. It is, isn't it? But you've got to get back to the arena in a minute, haven't you?
Oh no. Oh well. Afterwards, we'll have to sneak one for afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's been really good to get to know you girls, just this time, and we're looking forward to maybe catching up with you again, another venue. Lots more stories to come. I think you've been very reserved on this. I've got a funny feeling there might be some more things that we can get out of you. So we'll
Stories after tonight.
we'll get the cocktails flowing, and we'll get some more from you. Listen, it's been great to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on to Darts now, and have fun tonight.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Ladies, cheers.